Alrighty, we are finally back, and unfortunately, Audacity crashed. It crashed after about 2.5 hours, 2:45, so it's not like it was that big of a deal. I wasn't doing anything anyway, except for getting my laundry done. Hello, I'm looking for Tangela. Want to trade one for a Parasect? No. I'd rather trade a Parasect for a Tangela, but, you know, not the other way around. Well, now that we have all of that done, all that's really left to do is not be in here. What is in here, actually? Slowpoke is very knowledgeable about Pokemon. He even has some fossils of rare extinct Pokemon. Okay. We nicknamed the warden Slowpoke. He and Slowpoke both look vacant. That's not very nice. Slowpoke came in, but I couldn't understand him. I think he got a speech problem. Probably needs his teeth. His false teeth. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be doing as far as who I'm going to be using for my team. Obviously the team that I have right now is working well enough. However, if we talk to you... Did you try the Safari game? Some Pokemon can only be caught there. Yes, I will be doing that very shortly. Let's check the mart. What's over here? Great Ball, Ultra Ball. I don't know if I need to buy any more Ultra Balls. Super Potion, Hyper Potion would be nice to have. You know what? Let's buy 3 of these, because I don't know how many of those we have. Why don't we buy 5 of those? Revive we can't use. Full heals we could buy more full heals probably. Let's buy 3. Why not? We have a lot of money, so it's not like we're, you know, hurting for cash or anything like that. But I do want to save it just in case we need it for something in particular. For the most part, it would probably be like buying game coins from the game corner. Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just $500, you can catch all the Pokemon you want. Would you like to join the hunt? That'd be $500, please. We only use a special Pokeball here, so we will do that. 30. We'll call you on the PA when you run out of time. Or Safari Balls. Speaking of, we have 500 steps that we can take. And we need to go a very specific location, which is the complete opposite of where I was going. Great start. I do plan on collecting as much Pokemon here as possible so that we can kind of compare and contrast with what we already have. But we'll see. Now, unfortunately, we have the option to throw a rock at a Pokemon. I don't know if we're like actually hitting the Pokemon, which I hope not, because that would be horrible. But we're probably like throwing it near it. That's my headcanon, and I'm sticking with it. I don't necessarily mind if we quote-unquote fail this with the steps. Cubone, level 36. I mean, I could catch one here. But we can catch one somewhere else. Ooh, Egg Bomb, nice. I don't know if we can use it on anybody, but you know. Hello. We're gonna throw a rock. It's angry and it ran. Of course it did. So I believe if we throw bait, then it makes it less likely to run away, but also less likely to be caught. While bait makes it more possible to run away, but more easily caught, if I'm correct. And then we have Safari Balls, which may or may not be useful at all. But hey, we got a Rhyhorn. Quite frankly, if I had to choose between a Rhyhorn and a Graveler / Golem to use, I would rather use Rhyhorn and Rhydon, because I haven't used them very much. We're gonna name you... We're gonna name you... I'm hungry. Dang it. Actually, we're gonna name you Rhino. That way. Similar if not the same way as you would spell it for the wrestler Rhino, who is pretty cool. Alright, well we got that. We got our Rhyhorn. Full restore. Yeah, there's a bunch of items here. If we have to walk through this again, I don't mind so much. Let's see here. Why don't we throw the Safari Ball and see what happens? Yeah, appear to be caught. And it ran. Okay. So, what's funny and interesting is that Tauros is considered to be one of the best Pokemon in the game. It's fast and strong and is very fast and very strong. And very good. Very, very good. There's a lot of normal types here, so we can definitely work on that as well. If we're able to catch them anyway. I don't necessarily mind swapping Snorlax for, say, Kangaskhan or, you know, Tauros or anything like that, because I've used Kangaskhan like once in Radical Red, so not very often. What are you? Max Revive, nice. And I've used Tauros before as well, but nothing crazy like that. Nothing like in this game specifically, really. Venomoth, interesting. Can we catch it? I don't know if it'd be any good. Appear to be caught. Okay, throw the rock. It's angry and ran, of course. Beedrill. I don't really have a use for a Beedrill, necessarily. I mean, I can see where a Beedrill could have its uses. Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of steps. I'll be honest, I haven't done this in a long time, so I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. We gotta go up and around. That took a bit of time to load. That was weird. Yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna make it in time, so right now I just kind of want to grab the Pokemon that we can. Hopefully it doesn't run away, which it did, which means I probably should have just used... Yep. Time's up. Safari game is over. Not really. I mean, I got a haul. We're gonna do that again. Yes, 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 yes. Blah, 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 blah. So if we do, like, complete what's required here before we get the stuff that we want, I am okay with doing it off screen and then just kind of showing it off. Otherwise, you know, we'll see what happens. Aha! Execute. Interesting. A, grass psychic. Of course, we have a psychic type already, but it wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea to have an execute, because execute can actually learn Leech Seed, which could have its uses. The heads attract each other and spin around. There must be 6 heads for it to maintain balance. Oh, interesting. So, execute. We are going to name you... Well, you're also going to become an executor, which is like a palm tree thingy. So we're going to name you... I don't know. I don't know what we're going to name you. Yeah. Is there like a particularly funny thing? No, not really. Bookman. We're gonna name you Treeback. Why not? It's not very good. Not a very good name, but whatever, I don't care. We gotta go this way. And we got a Carbos, so that's neat. Gotta go up here and go around. I kind of want to use a Kangaskhan just because a Tauros would be a little bit too... I don't want to say too easy. Okay. It's just always going to run, so I guess I just need to just throw the Pokeball and hope for the best. I mean, Tauros is kind of like the obvious, really, really, really good Pokemon. So Kangaskhan is kind of like the not as good Tauros, in a way. So that's why I kind of want to use Kangaskhan, I guess. But I want to catch both, realistically. I'd like to catch both, because both would be cool. Unfortunately, it's not easy to. Yep. Especially when it runs like that. Ugh, annoying. Be a lot easier if we could just frickin' use... What the heck are you? Oh, Nidoqueen. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could use the, you know, Thunder Wave so that we can paralyze it. Ugh. I have no idea, like, what Rhyhorn will learn and when. Obviously, it probably learns Rock Slide and Earthquake and stuff like that. It's just a matter of, you know, finding those. There's Skull Bash. So I could teach that to somebody. And Protein, so that's neat. We could probably fish here. I mean, we definitely can fish here, and I don't know what we would get out of it, but we could find some stuff. Let's see here. Well, we found the gold teeth. And what's over here? Double team. Useful move, presumably. Finally, you're the first person to reach the secret house. I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. You have won. We win Surf. Cool. So we got the gold teeth and we have Surf, both of which are exactly what we need. Let's go ahead and teach Surf to somebody. Manny is going to be the first one. We're gonna replace Bubble Beam because we don't need Bubble Beam. We never use it, and we can keep Waterfall because sure, why not? Surf is just stronger than Waterfall, but it's there and we have it and we will use it. However, we could actually teach our Pikachu Surf, which is interesting. Obviously, it'd be pretty good for coverage. I don't know if I necessarily want to. I mean, we could. And we probably should. Well, first off. Yeah, because its special is 76, which is better than its attack, which it would use Headbutt. Which Headbutt is good, and it can flinch. But I would rather use a stronger move. Well, we'll hold off for right now. If I decide to later... actually, it would be a good idea for the 7th gym leader. Who uses Fire-type Pokemon, but we'd have to actually get there. And, yeah. So, we'll deal with that at that time. Unfortunately, we are not finding the Pokemon that we want. Because we already got the two that we, wanted. There's a Marowak, so we could catch that. I'd rather just get the Cubone so that we have a better chance of getting, you know, the moves that we want instead of it being replaced. So we're going to use a Safari Ball, hope for the best. Okay. It didn't run away immediately. And now it ran away. Ugh. If we can throw the rock without it running away, then we could catch it, but it's not allowing us. And I think I'm just getting unlucky with the, ball catch. Dang it! Ugh, annoying. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do it one more time, and let's grab that Tauros and Kangaskhan, and then we'll go from there. So I'll see you when it happens. We got the Tauros! It was caught immediately! Hooray! Sweet! Alrighty, cool. A rowdy Pokemon with a lot of stamina. Once running, it won't stop until it hits something. Well, that's not nice. Alright, Tauros. You're a bull. A bully. Ha ha ha. I don't know what to name you. We're gonna name you... Romper. Sure. The Pokemon box is now full. It won't hold more Pokemon. Change the box. We accidentally just caught a Chansey. That's interesting. A very interesting thing just happened here. A gentle and kind-hearted Pokemon that shares its nutritious eggs if it sees an injured Pokemon. Sure. We are going to name you... We're gonna name you... Yuna. Yuna the Chansey. Are we about to get a pincer? Almost. No, we threw a rock too. No. Aw. Ooh. A Scyther. I've not been able to catch one yet. Ah. Not this time. We caught the Scyther. We caught the Scyther. Yes, we did. We caught the Scyther. Nice. Leaps out of tall grass and slices prey with its scythes. The movement looks like that of a ninja. Sure. Well, we are going to name you... Ninja. Why not? Bill's PC. Kangaskhan was caught. We got the Kangaskhan. Hooray! Raises its young in its belly pouch. Won't run from any fight to keep its young protected. Well, there you go. That makes sense. Cool. So we got Kangaskhan, who is... We're gonna name you Krang. Sure. That's about everybody that I wanted, I think. I think it was like one more that I couldn't catch that I wanted to. I forgot who it was. But I think I got pretty much everybody. I don't think there's anybody else I really want, so I think we're just gonna go until we're out of this place.